Hi and welcome to today's episode. My name is Abdul. Today we are going to talk about one of the very important aspects of travel nursing, which is seeking for employment or job positions. We've discussed the various ways in which you could become an overseas nurse in countries like the US, Ireland, and the UK. Today, I want to look at something further in the UK process, which is about job positions or seeking for employment or an employer. So we want to look at the application, that is self-application. People have asked whether you can go through an agency or do it all by yourself, and I keep telling them it's a matter of choice. So it will either go with an agency or do it on your own. It's another thing that we'll probably discuss in another video, but today we are going to talk about how to apply for a job position in the United Kingdom all by yourself, without a third party, without an agent. So we are going to look at how to apply for healthcare positions such as nurses, doctors, pharmacy technicians, occupational therapists. So basically nursing, midwifery, medicine, and medical and dental. We look at allied health professionals. All those things are in excess demand in the United Kingdom. So let's just take a quick turn and just proceed. All right, so obviously the first thing you have to get in place before you apply for any job position is you must be qualified for that position. So you might have to be a registered practitioner, healthcare practitioner from your home country. Then you must have the requisite qualification, and you have to get your CVs done. So there is a format in which your CV should appear. So you have to get a rich CV before you apply for the jobs. So we quickly look at some websites. So we are talking about the United Kingdom. For the United Kingdom, the NHS is the biggest employer for the healthcare sector. Okay, the NHS is the biggest employer for the health sector. So there are websites like Track Jobs, there are Health Jobs England, there are some global learning partners, there's jobs NHS UK. So all these websites are there. I'll share them in the link, then you follow. So you will have to register with all these websites. So the registration is quite simple. It's just your personal details, and you sign up with your email address, and you set up a password as well. So let's quickly go to the search. So when you log on to the website, you type in the position you are seeking for. So let's start with nursing. With nurses, when you come to the United Kingdom, you start at band 5. That's after you've qualified for your OSCE, you start at band 5, which is the position of a staff nurse. But when you come, before you sit for your OSCE, you usually be paid at band 3 or 4, being the position of a healthcare assistant. Senior healthcare assistant is band 4. That is where you are being paid. The band level. But immediately you pass your OSCE and you get your NMC pin, then you are paid at band 5. Okay, so when you are applying for the position, do not apply for band 4 or band 3. Apply for the position of a staff nurse. You apply at the band level of 5. So when you log on to the website, you do all the necessary inputs. by way of your personal details, and now you get to where you seek for the positions or search for the positions. Just there are some keywords. They have different parameters you can fill out on the website, where you can just use a keyword in the search. You can either search by location. Maybe there is a particular location that you want to work in. You want to work in a particular county. Maybe you want to work in Liverpool, you want to work in Manchester, you want to work in London, you want to work in Birmingham. You can input that as well. But I advise you become a bit flexible, especially as you are coming from overseas. Okay, so become a bit flexible in your search, and that will open or make you available to a lot of positions. So with all the parameters, for me, it's just the keyword. Just type in staff nurse. Do not type in RGN, registered general nurse. It's a bit complicated. Just type in staff nurse, the position, then click on the search button, the positions will come. So there is staff nurse, acute medicine, there is emergency, you see oncology, gynecology. So different disciplines in nursing will come, staff nurse. Then you will now begin to look at the particular positions, and you click on the one that you like. When you click on it, there are other things that you have to look out for. Okay, so you have to look at the job type. Though it is a staff nurse, job type, which type of, is it a permanent position? That is, are you looking for people on permanent basis or temporary? Okay, or on contract basis. Contract where it might end in a year, 2, 3 years, or permanent, that is lifetime until you resign. So look out for the job type. Then you look out for the working pattern, whether it is full-time or it is part-time. All these things are listed. There are some positions that are looking for only part-time or bank nurses. So if you are an overseas nurse and you are looking for bank job, a position as a bank position, usually you are not likely to be offered that position. So you have to be very careful. You could see staff nurse, but bank. So in this case, the working pattern will be part-time. Okay, so look out for the working pattern. You look out for the pay scale. Or the pay scheme. There's the affordable for change. That is a pay scale within the NHS, where when you find yourself in areas that have high cost of living, there are some add-ons or some allowances that is being given to you to support you. For instance, if you are in London, the affordable for change, that is the pay scheme, offers extra percentages on your salary for you to be able to cope with the high cost of living. Then look at the pay band. Pay band, as I said, it should be band 5. Band 5. And in the UK with band 5, the least you could be paid is 24,907. Yeah, 24,907 pounds per annum to 30,615. So this is the range for a band 5 position. So before you sign any contract, make sure you are not being cheated. It shouldn't be less than 24,907. That is the least you should get as a band 5 nurse. Then you look at the specialty, whether it is within nursing or yes, also there's RMN, mental nursing, whether it is surgery, trauma nurse, whether it is pediatric nurse, and all those things. You have to look out for that. Most importantly, again, the other side of the coin that you have to look at, you have to carefully read the job description. You have to read the job description. Okay, so the job description, you can pick a clue from that and modify your CV to suit that particular position before you tender in your application. So read out the job description, look at what they are looking out for. Then look at the person specific. Okay, so there is a link. This usually comes in PDF under the job advertisement. I mean, the person specific comes in usually PDF. You click on that, then you read at the qualifications that they are after. If you have that qualification, fine. If you don't have it, you quickly close that and seek for other positions. So look at the person specific. Okay, there are some positions that though you are coming as a band 5 nurse, they will use you as a rotational nurse within your first year, where you will be sent to multiple sites within the facility, especially with teaching hospitals. So you might be sent to a trauma ward or surgical ward to work for 3 months. You will be sent to a medical ward to work for some set of months. You go to outpatient department, you go to chest unit. They rotate you for a year before they finally settle you in one area. So you have to read to understand. You don't just apply. Okay, so when you know that, for instance, a rotational position the first year, you can include that in your CV that you are flexible and can work across board in all areas, and it makes your probability to be picked, it makes it very high. Okay, another important thing, you look at the date the job advertisement was posted. You look at the date the job advertisement was posted and look at the closing date. With most applications, what they do is that they indicate it when they get up to 50 applicants. They don't respond to any mail again. They go through the 50 applications they've received, schedule interview or book interview for those people. If they get the number of people they deserve, fine. If they don't get before they come to the late applications. So for instance, if you search for a particular application and realize that the date it was posted is about a week ago, I wouldn't advise you apply. You have to look for the current ones, those which were posted within 24-48 hours. In a single day, in a given day, when you go to the NHS website, job website, there are almost 20,000 positions daily. 20,000 daily positions. It's always 18,000 and above. It is always 18,000 and above. So there are multiple positions to look out for. So you can apply as many as you can and attend many interviews as you can. But as soon as you get a job offer, it is advisable you hold on to the application. Okay, so again, when you look at the websites, all the websites I've listed, there is another column where you sort out or filter your search. So in relevance, you have to make sure that the search comes in the recent dates or those posted recently. Then look out for those positions and apply. Again, not all positions are opened for overseas nurses. Other positions will tell you they already want pinned UK nurses. That is, you are already in the UK. So you don't apply for those. But there are most of the positions, when you read up to the bottom, you will see applying from overseas, which means it is open to all people. So you can apply for that positions. Again, there are positions that are they specify that it is an internal position. That is, those who are already working in that particular trust can apply. But if you are outside that particular trust, you cannot apply. So these are some of the things that you look out for. Other than that, you will end up saying I've applied to about 10 or 20 applications and job positions and there is no response. It's because probably you didn't read the job description well, you didn't read the person specific well, you didn't even read to understand the closing date and the date it was posted, you didn't read the band or specialty that they were after, you didn't read whether it's for overseas nurses or not, whether it's for only internal applicants or not. All these things are important in your search, and all these things that I've mentioned cut across all the disciplines, whether you are applying as a nurse, whether you are applying as a physician assistant or physician associate, whether you are applying as a doctor, or whether you are applying as a pharmacy technician. Okay, so that is roughly how you do the application. Another thing that you have to consider is that before you apply, it is very important that you might have started your application with NMC UK. So if it's as a nurse or any healthcare professional coming to the UK, whether as a nurse, physician assistant, doctor, you will need the English requirements. So make sure you've met the English requirements. Make sure you have started the registration with the regulatory body. So with nurses, make sure you have started the registration with NMC UK. With doctors, you are on your way doing your GMC 1 and 2. With pharmacist technician, you are doing your registration with your pharmacy council in the UK. Okay, so with nurses, you don't necessarily have to write or sit for your CBT before you can apply for positions. Okay, when you pass your IELTS or your OET and you begin your NMC UK application, midway as you are waiting to sit in for your CBT, you can start the applications all by yourself without an agent. Just visit these websites and follow all the things that I've mentioned. You can easily get positions. So usually the mode of communication when you apply for these positions are via email. So make sure you always check your email. They send you email and they book. Most of the interviews are virtual, so it will be via Zoom or Microsoft Teams, which is video calls. Okay, so they do it virtually. So mostly you are likely to get an interview at least within a week. Some get interviews within 2 weeks, and after the interview, within 24 hours, you are notified whether you were successful or not. Then you will now wait for your offer letter. When you get the offer letter and you sign, that is your contract, you sign. Then you are looking at the certificate of sponsorship. That also comes, you sign, you fill out, you sign. Then you apply for visa, then you come to the UK. So whether it is through an agent or direct, the hospital or the trust is going to take care of bear the cost. Okay, with some trusts, they will pay for your visa, pay for your air tickets. Others will let you bear the cost of your air ticket and your visa, but immediately you touch down to UK, they are refunding all your money to you. So it's virtually the same thing. Whether they pay before you come or they pay after you come, they will still refund. So the refund is across board. Everyone refunds, whether through an agency or you do it alone. So there are procedures. As I said, you can even get a job offer before you write your CBT. Just that you have to notify them that probably you are waiting for your CBT test and it is allowed. Okay, some also choose to finish with the NMC registration via CBT before they apply for the jobs. So as simple as that is it. Just look at the description box. I've kept all the jobs website for you to visit. And again, before I forget, one very vital thing that you should not forget is that when you can apply for the job directly on the website, but there are others where after applying on the website, there are emails that you need to send your CV to, and you have to quote the job reference. There is always a job reference. It comes with a mixture of figures and alphabets. So always quote the job reference. Always quote the job reference. So that is it. If you have any questions or any inquiries, leave it in the comment box. I'll try as much as possible to reply them. And those of you sending WhatsApp messages to, I find time to reply all of those. Thank you very much for watching. So these are easy steps for you to apply for jobs all by yourself without the help of an agent. My next video is going to be on the interview. Yes, on the job interview, how to go about it, things that they look out for, the likely questions that you might be asked, okay, and how to prep yourself for it. Thank you very much for watching. If this is your first time, kindly subscribe. As I say, if you've been with us since day one, thank you very much for the support. God bless you wherever that you are. See you next time. Bye.